We're going to look at the next week's worth of weather for the Northern Rockies, beginning with our key points. We're expecting warm, dry, high pressure to develop overhead throughout the week. This will translate to afternoon and overnight humidities that will be trending lower over time, including poor overnight humidity recovery or thermal belts. Also, our diurnal terrain winds will be common for most locations, and there is a near zero chance of wetting rain during this time. The next wind event appears plausible by the time we hit Friday. So here we're showing the satellite imagery from the North Pacific. You can see the clouds streaming down here south of the Aleutian Islands and then curving back up towards British Columbia. This is a pretty good trough of low pressure out here in the ocean. But what we're seeing downstream of that is a ridge building, and this ridge coming into British Columbia is what's going to be driving most of the weather for the Northern Rockies during this next week. Here's a humidity trend for daytime humidity, and this is going from today, Sunday, all the way through Thursday, September 1st. And you can see that many places across the Northern Rockies are seeing about 5 to 10% drop in humidities, even 15% here when we look at the highest terrain along the Idaho border and up near Glacier Park. So drying conditions are the theme of the week. We're seeing this particularly in the overnight humidities, where on the terrain some areas will only see about 30% humidity recovery, particularly for west central, southwest Montana, and near the Salmon River corridor of north central Idaho. And it'll be unusually warm for this time of year. Early September is not typically a time when we start looking towards highs in the near 100 range, over 100 here in lower Idaho, lower elevations of Idaho. So pretty warm out there. So just keep that in mind for crews that you might have out on your fires or incidents. So Friday, we're looking at the pattern changing a bit. That trough out in the Pacific we showed in earlier slides appears to be coming a little closer to the Pacific Northwest and the Northern Rockies. Basically what we're seeing here in this upper right frame is wind speeds at the ridge tops, and they look to be getting over 25-30 miles per hour by the time we get to Friday afternoon. So there's not a big signal for a huge wind event. However, pattern recognition suggests that there should be some kind of wind similar to what we had over the weekend, up to 30 miles per hour in the open areas, maybe up to 40 miles per hour over the ridges. So we're going to keep looking at Friday intently and hopefully have some better information by the time we get to our next briefing. So here's our weather impact overview as we see fairly benign conditions to start out the week, and then we get drier and hotter as the week goes on, particularly for west central and southwest Montana, and then finally capped off by windy conditions possible by Friday. So looking further out into the future, here's the 8 to 14 day precipitation outlook. Our warm colors here over a good part of the Northern Rockies suggest not a very good chance for wetting rain over the next couple of weeks. Equal chances for northwest Montana, and this is basically a function of that low pressure that starts moving towards the Northern Rockies toward the end of this coming week. And temperatures, this is kind of a trace for also continuing low afternoon humidities and low overnight humidity recoveries all the way out to 2 weeks. So basically we're going to see conditions moderate a bit, but not enough to really turn a corner on our humidity conditions that we're going to see in this upcoming week. And that concludes our briefing for today. The next one will be on Thursday, September 1st. If you need to know more about your area or your incident of interest, please contact us with the information we have below here. Thanks and have a nice day.